Yo, what's going on everybody? Nelson from Hoopin' Life. Welcome back to another highly anticipated sneaker review. Today we have the Adidas Crazy Explosive 2017. This year's Crazy Explosive has really big shoes to fill compared to last year's model. First initial thoughts is the new look. First thing that catches the eye is the sock-like collar sleeve along with the wavy design upper. It really makes a shoe look a lot more sleek, and I have got to say,
I'm digging the new look.
There are some super clean, dope, all of the above colorways for the 2017 Crazy Explosives, especially that Las Vegas edition. My oh my, that colorway is straight fire. There's also the Kristaps Porzingis Latvia PE, which also looks clean as hell. Last year's Crazy Explosive model is considered one of the best performance hoop shoes of the year. Let's see if the 2017 model continues with the same expectation. Y'all already know we're gonna start off with the traction. The Crazy Explosive 2017 has a translucent outsole that wraps up and around the midsole. The traction pattern set up on the 2017 Crazy Explosives is the same exact traction pattern compared to last year's model. The traction is not one of the stronger points compared to the other aspects of the shoe. I would have to say it's pretty solid. It's not the best compared to other hoop shoes, but it does get the job done. At times I feel like I wasn't able to get a good grip when I come to a quick and hard jab or coming to a hard stop in transition, where I feel like it makes me lose a half a step in terms of my movement. I'm not saying the traction is super terrible, but it does need time to break in. On clean courts, these are gonna be your best friends. It's superb. Anything below that, whether it's dusty court or a mildly dusty court, you're gonna have to wipe from time to time. Like I said, it's not super terrible where you're gonna be sliding from one end of the court to the other side of the court. But I'm just saying it doesn't grip as well as I want it to be at times. Again, the rubber outsole is soft and not that durable, so to all my outdoor hoopers out there, I wouldn't really recommend you hooping these outdoors. But if you would like, that's on you. For materials, the Crazy Explosive 2017 has a forged Primeknit upper for ultra light comfort, along with the forged TPU yarn construction for durability and stability. It has a sock-like ankle collar with soft stretchy Primeknit along the tongue. Straight off the bat, I'm gonna tell you guys I like the materials on last year's model compared to the 2017 model. The forged Primeknit on the 2017 model is a lot more stiff and rigid compared to the super soft and flexible materials on last year's model. Also on last year's model, it had a more nice and plush feeling. Not so much on this one. A major difference on this year's Primeknit model compared to last year's Primeknit model is that this year's model has a sock-like collar sleeve. It reduces a lot of heavy materials around your ankle collar area, giving you more flexibility and more range of motion. And I've got to say, it actually feels pretty good. It doesn't really bother you much when you be hooping, but at times it is a bit of a bug to get on. And for the standard models, you won't be getting the ankle collar sleeve, but instead you will be getting the one-piece booty with tongue option. Moving on to support and lockdown, it has a sock-like booty construction along with an anatomical lacing system that wraps the entire foot to relieve pressure. Again, it has a TPU spring plate underneath that offers torsional support. The support on lockdown on the Crazy Explosive 2017, I've got to say, is pretty good. With these, you'll be getting a really snug fit with good containment, especially after Adidas implemented 5 lace loops compared to last year's model, which only has 4 lace loops. The shoes feel really snug, and with the easy lacing system, it locks you in really smoothly. I really like how they put some soft cushioning underneath the laces. For people like me who like to choke the laces, I ain't gonna feel no pain there. With the new forged Primeknit having the materials be a lot more sturdy, the support on these are great because the shoes are not going to stretch out as much. For cushioning, once again, the Crazy Explosive 2017 has a full-length boost wrapped up in a soft TPU cage. These have the same setup as last year's model, but the boosts on these feel way more firm compared to last year's model. For some reason, the boosts on these feel really stiff compared to the super soft, plushy feeling that you get from last year's model. Plus, you're gonna need a lot of time to break these in. The cushioning on last year's model, I've got to say, is one of my favorite cushioning setups. Those had a super soft marshmallow plush feeling for great comfort with the right amount of responsiveness. But with these, they're just not the same. These feel really similar to the Hardened Volume ones, just a bit thicker. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying the cushioning setup on these are super bad. I'm just saying I prefer the feeling of the boost on last year's model more than these. But these are still good. For comfort and size fit, the Crazy Explosive 2017 runs true to size with an all-around snug fit. It does feel a little bit narrow on the forefoot area, as I would say for wide footers, y'all might have to go up in size. Like I mentioned before, like any other ankle collar sleeve, it is a bit of a hassle to put your foot in here. But y'all already know the drill. Make sure to go try it out in stores, because I don't want anybody to come back to me and be like,
yo, Nelly telling me the shoe is true to size and it runs like hella small, or it's hella snug. Told me to go up in size and then it's like hella big.
Just go out and try it out in stores for yourself, alright? In terms of comfort, the shoes feel pretty good, except for this one part. On the right side of the shoe where the outrigger is, my right pinky toe got demolished. When I was hooping, whether I be sliding or coming to a stop to an area where my foot will be sliding across the footbed, smashing my pinky toe to this lateral side area really gave me tons and tons and tons of pain. I'm not joking. As I'm shooting and giving this review on this shoe right now, my pinky toe down there is on fire still. I'm not sure if it's a TPU piece right here or if the shoe is too narrow, but as of right now, I lose my pinky toe every time I hoop in these shoes. As far as pricing, the Crazy Explosive 2017 retails for $150 for the Primeknit models and $130 for the standard model. It's the same price as last year's model, as the shoes are fairly similar. There's no need to bump up the price. I would say it's a pretty solid price, but it would be really good if you could cop these on a discount. And for my overall rating for the Crazy Explosive 2017s, I'm gonna give these an 8.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed, since these had really big shoes to fill in for last year's model. In my opinion, I would not say the shoes are better than last year's model. The traction is identical. Support and lockdown is a bit better. The cushion is a bit more firm and responsive, where you don't get that soft and plush feeling from last year's model. And the materials are a lot more stiff, but not to my liking. Aesthetically, I think the shoe looks a little bit better compared to last year's model, but counting on the looks of the shoe ain't gonna cut it, especially if the performance is not top notch. And for my preference, I choose last year's Crazy Explosive more than this year's Crazy Explosive model if I had to choose one. But don't get me wrong, this is still a pretty good shoe. Thank you guys for watching that sneaker review on the Adidas Crazy Explosive 2017. Let me know down in the comments below, do y'all have the Crazy Explosive 2017s? What are some of y'all thoughts? And how well did it perform for you? Watch these other videos up above, and don't forget to subscribe right here in the middle. Also, make sure to check out my social medias in the description box down below. And until next time, Nelson Chan from Hoopin' Life, I'm out. Peace.